morning and welcome to everyone who's joining us on Zoom, wherever and however you are worshipping with us today. In Blairdaff and Chapel of Geary, there's not a huge amount of news, but we'll be worshipping in Chapel of Geary Parish this morning, and we won't have teas and coffees today, but we will be next week, as we feel the Omicron will be slightly reduced. And now over to Joshua in Kemnay.
Thank you, Stella. Nice to see everybody today. Just a little bit of news from Kemnay to share. We're continuing with worship this Sunday, the 30th, with continuing our sermon series on the book of James. We'll be looking at the passage from the 3rd chapter about taming the tongue. And throughout this week, we'll also have other activities available. Sunday as well, we have our continuing Sunday school for children over at the church center. Children and families are welcome to start at worship at Kemnay Kirk, and then they can be excused for Sunday school after the children's song, or they can make their way directly over to the church center for Sunday school, which starts about 10:30 in the morning. And on Fridays, we'll be continuing with our music and play group, Little Lambs of Kemnay. And the information for that can be found on the Little Lambs of Kemnay Facebook page. And that's the news from Kemnay. Now I'll pass it over to Toze.
Okay, thank you. Good morning. In Kindo, next week we are going to have our message church, and it is going to be in person. That's all from Kindo. I think if there is another announcements new, we'll continue with the announcements. I now pass on to Ewan.
Thank you, Tozy, and it's great to be able to join with everyone for this blether and for our worship together. Just a few intimations really from Cluny and Manymusk. Next Sunday, we shall be worshipping back in Cluny for the month of February. So we'll be in Cluny, either church or hall. I say either church or hall next Sunday because the Sunday school restart next Sunday, and we are unsure if it's going to be online. If it's in person, we will worship in the church, and the Sunday school will go to the hall. But if they're joining together online, we shall be worshiping in the hall itself. But so just come along. It doesn't make any difference. You're going to come to church, and it's just next door to one another. We also have our mainly music group on Tuesday, a midweek service, and we are hoping to start a confirmation class during February. And so I think that's all the intimations. So I pass you now to Sheila.
Good morning, everybody. We're delighted that after the service in Echt this Sunday, we're going to recommence with hospitality, and it's going to be great to go back to teas and coffees and have some time of fellowship after worship. Usually our first Sunday in the month, worship is held in mid-March, so hopefully on the first Sunday in February, weather permitting, so long as we're not snowed in by that point, the service will be in mid-March, but please do keep an eye on the church website for more information. This weekend, this coming Sunday, the 30th, I'm looking forward to worshipping with the people at Blairdaff and Chapel of Geary at Chapel of Geary. And the service at Echt will be led by a member of the congregation, Mr. Alistair Robb, and we're looking forward to welcoming him very much to Echt. And it's over now to Neil in Kintore.
Thank you, Sheila. And just to add to what Toze said about Kintore, we have our drop-in center on a Friday morning starting at 9:30 till 11. And if you'd like to make donations to the food bank, you could come along, have a cup of tea and make your donation to the food bank there. We'd love to see you. And our Sunday night Bible study Bible chat has started again. We're working through the Sermon on the Mount with Dietrich Bonhoeffer. And if anybody would like to come along to that conversation, the details of the Zoom link are on our website. Over to Stella.
Thank you, everyone. I should listen to that taming of the tongue for speaking mistakes without checking my information. Of course, Blair Daff is on the 30th. The Sunday is on the 30th, and even numbers are in Blair Daff. So Sheila, please do be sure you're in Blair Daff this Sunday. And because the Sunday is the 5th Sunday, we then swap over. So Blair Daff will then be the first Sunday in February as well. There's only a couple of times a year that is consecutive in the same kirk. But for everyone else, I hope whatever the weather is, you have a very warm welcome in joining this service or any of the other services you attend in person. And this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it.